to Mike Mantzouris. Clap out
What a good-looking crowd. So, I got 3 teenagers, and you always want your kids to be better than you, and I got the trifecta. My kids are smarter, better looking, and more athletic than me. And that makes me happy. But it also makes me wonder, is it possible they're not my kids? I want to know. I'm just kidding, honey. I'm just kidding. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I already funded their college accounts. My wife was driving my son back to college one Sunday night, and my son has been known to forget to bring things places. It's my wife's job to remind him. A lot. It's like this. Did you remember to bring your backpack? That's her voice. Ma, quit asking me. I got my backpack. Well, are you sure? Well, you probably know where the story's going. They get about 30 minutes up the road, and they realize they don't have the backpack. It's a tense situation in the car. Well, naturally, they call me to save the day. I jump in the car to drive the backpack halfway to them. I get almost to the hutch when my wife has the audacity to call me and ask me if I remembered to bring the backpack. Well, luckily, the house was only 2 minutes back the other way. How did she know that I wouldn't bring the backpack? At least, I no longer have to wonder if he's my kid. So I asked my daughter, the cheerleader, to do a back handspring in front of the crowd at a high school football game. She wouldn't do it for less than $20. But she did it. The crowd went wild. I gave her that money in front of all those people because she earned it. And so the people in the crowd would know what a baller I am. But you don't come out of the womb knowing how to do a back handspring. It took her years of effort, hard work, and private coaching to finally get it. I call that my $100,000 back handspring. It was so awesome that it was totally worth pushing back my retirement plans. She's so athletic, it makes me wonder if she's my kid. But she did take the $20. I wanted to go to the mall recently. I didn't want to go by myself, so I asked my daughter to go with me. And she said, I'm low-key not vibing that, no cap. That was a mean thing to say, I think. 16-year-old daughters are some of the meanest people on the planet. I said, come on, you know you want to go to the mall with me. And she said, how much do I want to go to the mall with you? If I'm going to the mall with you, I want to get makeup from Sephora. Well, I said, absolutely not. My father would have never tolerated that kind of behavior from me. I'm not about to let my teenage daughter dictate the terms of this agreement. So anyway, we're walking through the Sephora. So what my dad didn't know, it's a lot easier to bribe your kids than it is to teach them values. Values are for poor people. Do you know what Sephora is?
Yes.
Yeah? Sephora is one of those stores in the mall. It's all makeup and perfume mixed together. Sephora is a crack dealer to teenage girls. Sephora is the reason we couldn't buy a beach house. I don't want to sound insensitive to people with drug addictions, but if my daughter had a drug addiction, that would at least cost me less to fix. I'm just saying, Sephora breaks up families too. Now, I've never been to a brothel, but I imagine that a brothel is what Sephora smells like. If you add in an open can of tuna. Sorry. So I don't know if you know this, but all the makeup that kids buy from Sephora comes in a stick. I got one here. I can't tell the difference between my daughter's makeup and her vape pens. I tried to steal my daughter's weed, and I got mascara all over my face. Now, she likes makeup so much, it makes me wonder again, maybe she's not my kid. But she does spend a lot of money and doesn't take shit off anyone. She's definitely my wife's kid. So, having teenagers means I've recently taught kids how to drive a car. Have you done that yet?
Yes.
Well, teaching a kid to drive is stressful on the parent. And I got a way to help you deal with the stress. You get yourself a few of those car magnets that say, "Be patient, new driver." You put one on the front of your car, you put one on the back of your car, and you put one right in front of you in the passenger seat. And as a parent, the first time that you strap on that passenger belt, that's when you know why it's called a safety belt. But it's not for my safety. It's for my daughter's safety, to keep me from strangling her. And when my daughter's driving, I try to be patient, but there's always so much screaming from all the pedestrians. Now, I spent so much time teaching my kid to drive that eventually we hit a wall. Then we hit a parked car. Then we hit a trash can. And the walkway lights. Can you imagine if all those things had been moving? Maybe they could have gotten out of the way. All those things were my fault. Apparently, I put the driveway too close to the walkway lights. Now, I know you're not supposed to take a brand new driver on the hutch, but I say she's ready for it. So we're merging onto the highway, and I'm proud of her, because right away she gets it. Her first middle finger. It's a proud moment in a father's life. It's a proud moment when you learn that your daughter can keep the car in the center of the lane while shouting obscenities. I guess she was paying attention when her mother was driving. When you're on the highway, you got to be careful how you word your instructions, because it's easy to hear things wrong when everyone's on edge. I said to my daughter, "Slow down, put on your blinker, and ease over the exit lane." What she thought I said was, "Slow down, stop in the road and cry." My bad. All right, thank you very much. Thanks to all my friends for coming out. Ben and Michelle, you rock.
Let's hear it for Mike. Hilarious stuff.